You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Are those fake books? Leavitt shredded for hyping Trump's library on Air Force One, based on an article by David Edwards. Decorative books, undecorated corruption. The propaganda frame breaks. Karoline Leavitt posted a glossy photo of herself aboard Donald Trump's new Air Force One, only to have the image collapse under its own absurdity. The bookshelf behind her was filled with fake books labeled library. The plane itself is a retrofitted Boeing 747 gifted by Qatar and upgraded with $1 billion in taxpayer money, and Trump says it will later be transferred to his presidential library. Critics from across the spectrum called the arrangement a conflict of interest. The fake bookshelf is the smallest sly in the room. Who actually has power? The power here sits with Trump, not with the people mocking the decor. Trump is the president, Trump is the beneficiary of the plane, and Trump is the one who has said the jet will end up in his library. Qatar, a foreign government, is not supplying office decor. It is involved in a transaction that critics describe as a bribe. Leavitt's role is not governance but varnish. She is there to make a graft-soaked arrangement look like a triumph. The detail that gives it away: the library spines are funny because they are so stupidly honest. They do not conceal the fraud. They advertise the level of contempt behind it. A fake bookshelf on a plane gifted by a foreign government and financed further with public money is not a quirky photo op. It is the visual language of a political class that assumes the public will either not notice or not matter. The decoration is fake because the legitimacy is fake. Misdirection as method. The point of the image is to redirect attention from the real story: foreign patronage, taxpayer expenditure, and a planned private benefit to a sitting president. That is the pattern. Produce a glossy image, saturate it with patriotic symbolism, invite the press to argue about aesthetics while the underlying deal moves untouched. This is how corruption survives in plain sight, not by hiding, but by overwhelming the viewer with staged normalcy. The Democratic problem. The deeper scandal is institutional cowardice. A foreign government's gift to a president, upgraded with public funds, then earmarked for his future library, is the kind of arrangement that should trigger a full political and legal assault. Instead, it gets a social media dunk and a shrug from too many institutions that have learned to treat openly corrupt behavior as just another controversy. That is not a communication failure, it is a failure of consequence. What this story really shows: Trumpist politics is not embarrassed by corruption. It aestheticizes it. It turns state power into personal branding, public money into set dressing, and foreign influence into a photo op with better lighting. The fake books are not the scandal. They are the metaphor. This is a government that wants the appearance of civilization while normalizing plunder underneath it. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article, with the automated voice of Clara. Thanks for listening.